Right, good evening, welcome. AGG Live, let me just check. Yeah, we're all on with audio, which is good. Welcome to the Game Golf Live prize announcement USA style. We've got two special guests this evening. First guest, we've got BB8 in the house. Hello, BB. How you doing? Thanks for joining us. Are you alright? Yeah, cool. Have you had a good day? Yeah, he's had a good day. Excellent. So you're going to be here with me through the most of the show. Yeah, okay, helping me. We've got a special guest as well. Everyone's loving BB8 on all the videos and what have you. Loads more coming from BB8. We've got the normal chats running. I'm just going to refresh. Yeah, we have BB. I'm just going to refresh the Twitter feed, which is always running down on the bottom, and we got the chat going in there. We got Davey Fiver retweeting favourite one of his things. Hello, Davey. We've got Ewan. No. We got the Goat 36. Good evening, Mark. Good evening, Goat. Richard Bow. Get out of that casino. You're on YouTube now. I'm not quite sure what that means, but there you go. That's going off as always. We've got a special guest on the phone as well who's going to help me this evening pick. Yes, we have, BB. I'm just going to turn you down, BB, because you tend to just chat when it's not your turn. Who's going to help me pick the two winners of the Game Golf Live competition that I've been running on my Twitter. It ended on the 14th, so anyone who retweeted and retweeted, follows me and Game Golf, has got a chance of getting picked to come and meet me for a lesson in Vegas. Coach will be there as well, so he'll be sharing magic if you've got magic questions as well. So yeah, it's going to be an exciting show. It's going to be a quicker show tonight. It's just the announcement. I've got some stats as well from Game Golf. People have been sending me their stats pictures, which we're going to have a look at as well, which is going to be fun, just to talk a little bit about what they're seeing in their stats, which might help you with your systems or might make you think about getting the system or not, subject to how you understand some of the stats that people are showing, which we'll show in a second, and how they are learning or not from them, which I always like. I love the stats. I love using them with my students as much as possible. This guy loves the stats. You love the stats, don't you, BB? Do you love the stats? I need to just turn you up again. Sorry if I'm going to talk to you. Don't you love the stats, don't you? Yeah, he loves the stats. He really likes the stats. He's a bit of a stat guy, to be honest. So we will be getting a special guest who's going to phone through and help us pick our winner. So look, let's kick off tonight's show with some stats sent in. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pictures sent, and then we're going to get in to announce the two winners. So stay tuned. Also, sorry if you're liking the video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Special my guest Ben and Mitchell in the chat room. Has Lockie's glutes activated into the room yet? Lockie's not in the room, unfortunately. Any luck on the stickers? Everyone's loving the stickers, actually. There's the Lockie Army sticker, actually. And you see my one AGG on my computer here and on the wall. Car bumper stickers. I should get on to getting some of them in prizes and stuff, which we will. Pick my winner. Yep, I'm the winner, says someone there. AGG stickers would be pretty good, actually. There's an AGG sticker there, look, and they are pretty good. Is that Ricky Fowler? Wow. There you go. Could well be. Also, as well, actually, exciting week before we get into the stat picture, sorry. I joined Snapchat. I'm snapping my chats. So if you want to follow my story on Snapchat, it's just search Ask Golf Guru. I'm there snapping my chat. So yeah, I'm down with the kids snapping my chats now, which is pretty fun. Anyone who's on there, I'm sure there's some people on there somewhere, isn't there? There you go. Look good on a Morris Minor. Yes, they would, Ken. They would look very good on a Morris Minor. Barfield merchandising, indeed. I should do my own range of specs, I always think. I think that would work quite well. So let's look at some stats, BB, shall we? Let's look at some stats. So this one was sent through from Derek. So this is quite a good image here. I can't remember what handicap Derek's off. Your picture's probably a bit clearer than mine on my little viewing screen in front of me here. But this is using the new strokes gained stats from Game Golf. So they've now actually started using strokes gained as well as the other stats, which is for lots of people, PGA Tour uses it, and good coach use those kind of stats as well. It gives you a little bit more of an in-depth idea of what your stats are actually meaning. They're pitched against an average scratch handicapper, I think. That's what they're doing, BB, isn't it? Is that what they're doing? Yeah, I thought so. Yeah. So you can see putting, he's losing 4.2 strokes compared to your average scratch golfer. So 9 strokes there for driving. So I can't quite read because it's very small, my finder there, but you can probably see it better than me. So yeah, that's showing you strokes gains. That's from Derek. Thanks, Derek, for that. So definitely, you know, I could show you some higher handicappers who might putt as well as a good player, just lose it in other places. But for me there, it shows you your whole game is really needing a little bit of looking. I reckon you could knock some of each one of those categories. Obviously the driving looks like the highest one, but often I would expect a higher handicapper against a scratch handicapper to struggle, where there's no reason why you can't putt as well as Tiger Woods in lots of ways. All drivers good of him nowadays as well. It's a joke. Love you, Tiger. Why did you unfollow us? Gutted. Right, next one from Alan. I quite like these stats. Alan's collecting lots of stats here. Quite even lefts and rights. Fairways hit 46%. Not bad for the amount of stats he's collecting there. Pretty good. I think it shows as well for Alan here with the evenness of the left and the right that he can maybe work to. I've met Alan before actually in his game. We worked a bit on strike with him in his game, and he's got a pretty solid game actually. But certainly working on one miss. I remember when I was a player, I always wanted to miss on one side. So when I was actually competing, I hit a little cut on everything. What my coach got me to hit. And as I got older, basically, it kind of really kept me in good stead for my consistency levels. I love the fact that I could just cancel one side of the course away. So missing left and right like that for me would make me a little anxious. I would want to be moving them all to one side would make me feel considerably more consistent. But thank you, Alan. Great for posting the stats. Next one here was a fun tweet. I think this one, he said he wants to get to the infamous 262, the Parfield 262 distance. I'm 1.259 there averaging, which I think is quite interesting. Obviously stats on the course, you are going to have wind, rain, slopes in there as well, which can manipulate those stats a little bit. But everyone who watches my club reviews, I'm famous for hitting nearly every driver, as long as it's fitted correctly for me, around a 262 average, and my game golf stats at 259 I think is just quite an interesting, more than a coincidence, isn't it? Just shows you, often that's one of the questions, BB, I get. Is game golf, are their stats accurate? Is the GPS accurate? Yeah, you think it is, don't you? You sure? Yeah, I agree. I mean, I find that they're very true to what I get. When I look at my round, obviously I know what the slopes and everything were and the winds, so I can work that in. But on average, yeah, it's averaging out where I thought it would be, to be honest, which is good. So if we go on to the next one, we've got Tim here. Tim's only played one round. This was a question I got actually on a Q&A video, I think recently, or I might have even done so many videos, I can't remember what channel this one's on or if it's gone up yet, which anyone watching this video is kind of going to ruin this video, but someone says they've just got Game Golf. Oh, my phone's ringing. My phone never rings. That's quite amazing actually. Someone trying to sell me something which I absolutely don't want. I don't think I've answered my real phone. Are you guys like this at home and girls? I haven't answered my real phone in years. If anyone wants to get hold of me who knows me, they would not be phoning that phone. There you go. That's a little bit of liveness for you there. Yeah, so he's got one round collected on his stats. You could see there already getting useful data, missing to the right, one left, definitely more to the right. It's giving him ideas of his distance. I think it was 1.9 something, BB. But again, I can't remember because I can't quite see the my images on my screen are a bit smaller. But it shows you already something. Hopefully, he already knew. You'll be amazed how many students come to me for lessons and ask them what their miss is. So where do you miss, which side, and they can't answer. They say, "Oh no, I hit the ball quite straight. It's just I'm just inconsistent." That's the most common answer I get, and it's more than you can believe. And then they hit some shots, and you get that kind of pattern, this kind of leaking to the right, say as an example, and the left as well, but you get this one. And I have to say to them that they're all leaking to the right, aren't they? And they go, yeah, they kind of are. And I say, does that happen on the course? They kind of, yeah, a bit. It just shows you, I think, when people are playing, they forget to actually monitor what they're doing. They're so busy kind of looking at their kind of feeling their emotions on the course and reflecting their score through their emotions that they forget to look at lefts and rights and shorts and longs, which again, this is why I'm such a big fan of the system. This allows you to try and control your emotions on course and even think about your emotions, but then get back and look at the data and try and reflect on that. Even from one round here, excellent to see. It's already producing data that will help this person, I think, improve and look at their, at their game, maybe from a place that they've not really looked at it before, which is fantastic. Next giveaway from Brian Hance in the chat here. Next giveaway, AGG's phone. Yeah, absolutely. You could have it. Because I literally do not use it. Bat phone, Darren Brown in the chat room there, absolutely. Right, next stats here. We've got 2 more pictures of stats to look through. So this one, I think, is putts per hole. 1.5. This was Tyrrell, I think it was. 1.5 per hole. I'm 1.6. No, I'm 1.7 on there, actually. He's actually lower. He's the lowest on there. Which is pretty impressive. Now, the thing you've got to be careful, though, with putts per hole is that doesn't always mean that much. Obviously, you want to have less putts per hole. That's a given. But if I'm hitting 18 greens in regulation, so hitting every green in regulation, 1.5 or 1.7 putts per hole is going to be under par, isn't it? Where if I'm only hitting 2 greens in regulation, 1.7 putts isn't really going to do much for me. So that's again where I love the way Game Golf is moving over as well. They're still keeping these stats but moving over onto strokes gained and putting those stats in there as well, because I think people can look at them so much more and I think they could use them in a very different way, or kind of open their minds into what stats actually can and can't do for them. What do you think of that, BB? Do you reckon that's a good idea? Would you be a strokes gained kind of a guy? Would you? So I get lots of people who just look at kind of total putts. Would you be someone who just looks at total putts? No, I wouldn't either. I would like to look, and that's what I like about the strokes gained on there. I think it's a massive part of, I think, the development of this system, which I really like. Putts per greens in regulation. He missed my name, the Golf Channel. Sorry, steal my joke, Brian Ant. Brian, my putt, Darren Brown. The chat room. Sometimes, because I can't obviously watch every screen, sometimes I actually don't know what the chat room are on about. Give away your AGG shelf. I like it. Yeah, it's actually 3 shelves, and I put it up myself, and I'm not really much of a shelf kind of person. Love BB-8. Someone loves your BB-8. Yeah, but you're mine, aren't you? They can't have you, can they? No, he's all mine, not yours. Get your own BBs. Right, so let's look at the last stats, actually, before we get on to the giveaway and talking to our special guest. We're going to catch up with our special guest. This is from Tyrrell once again. This was fairway accuracy. So you can see Tyrrell there is low on the putts, but he's also low on the fairway accuracy, which suggests that he's possibly missing a lot of greens, because if he's not in fairways, it's going to be hard to hit the greens. If he's not hitting greens, he's going to be chipping. So someone like me at 1.7, I do tend to hit, say in 18 holes, 12 to 15 greens in regulation on average, say. So for me to have 1.5 putts per green would be fantastic, but obviously 1.7 is still the right side. I would like it to be lower, and obviously my strokes gained on putting to be lower also. But if you're only hitting 26% of the fairways there, or 29, sorry, absolutely some work can be done there too. Again, brilliant way to show you, don't you, BB? What do you reckon? Is his driving any good? it could be better, couldn't it? Yeah, absolutely. It definitely. Even BB thinks, Tyrrell, you're driving. Get some lessons. Take those stats to your coach. That's the whole idea with our USA giveaway. Is that the reason I love doing this with Game Golf is, for me, it's not just people just think, oh, it's a promotion for Game Golf. He's just promoting Game Golf. I've got no allegiance to Game Golf as such. I don't get paid by Game Golf. I just use the product as a coach and as a player. My data's in there. I've got students' data's in there. There's no need for me to use another system because it does everything I need it to do. And it helps my students get better. And I love that. As a coach, which is predominantly what I am, or kind of what I am still in my heart, even though I make lots of videos now, the fact that people can use this not just as this kind of funky device to, just look at their game. It's something they can take the stats to their coach and get their coach to get into their game a little deeper and help them play a bit of better golf, which is exactly why we are doing this giveaway. We did it in the UK, and we're now I'm going over to the States to do it with two. We had 2 UK winners last year, which was fantastic. Maybe I'll post links to those videos later. You weren't around then, BB, but they were good. I've shown you the videos. They were good, didn't they? Yeah, we helped them, didn't we? We moved their stats, which was fantastic. I love the fact that we're able to use the device to help people get better at golf. Like I say, as a coach, that's what I want to be doing. Right, so we're now going to phone up our special guest who's going to help us pick the winner. We're near the winner's time, so let's give our special guest a little call. I haven't had time to speak to this special guest as much as I'd like to recently, so let's see if he is on thy phone. Get BB8 on a course vlog. Reese Robinson. Absolutely. Will they answer?
Hello?
There they are. Is that Elvis Presley? It's Stephen Buzzer in the house. Welcome, Stephen, to AGG Live. It is the Game Golf announcing winner, so you're going to help me choose. I've been running a competition where 2 golfers are going to get a one-to-one lesson with me, courtesy of Game Golf, in Vegas, of all places.
Just the Vegas one, is it?
Just the Vegas one. So you're going to help me choose.
Am I in the hat?
You're always in the hat. You're always retweeting my tweets, Steve. I can't keep you off my Twitter. I like that.
Yeah. Okay.
BB's here as well. BB, do you like Steve Buzzer? Oh, you did. You really like Steve Buzzer? Yeah, he said yes. Yeah. So BB's you're the second special guest. He was the first special guest. So, yay Buzzer, Buzzard, Buzz the Man, Elvis my Buzzer. The chat room have welcomed you into the show, Stephen.
Well, it's a pleasure. The pleasure is all mine.
Indeed.
Hello world.
Yes, indeed. So how are you keeping? How is your channel going? What have you got going up? I've seen you've just got back from a performance thing with the uni down in Trevose. Were you in Cornwall, were you?
I was down in Trevose.
Cool.
With my team.
Yeah.
And the most surprising thing happened.
Go on.
The most surprising thing of all time.
Go on.
They were all playing well.
Well, that's... I hope they're not peaking too early, Stephen.
No, they come, you know what, we're really good, we're going to play well, and we're going to keep getting better and better.
Yeah, excellent.
What could you want?
Yeah, well, I
What
mean,
could you want?
they're very lucky to have you as a coach. You're pretty dedicated to that team, and I think you were #1 university last year, were you? Is that where you ended?
We did. We got to UK #1.
Well done.
UK #1.
Congratulations, mate. Good work on their behalf and definitely yours. I've not really congratulated you on that yet. That's pretty good work, isn't it? You must be pleased with yourself.
I do. I have to work hard with them, that they worked hard, and we got the most points ever out of a program in the UK. So
Very good
yeah,
stuff.
it was pretty good for my first full year. Being their head coach. So.
Yeah, well done, good stuff. And your channel's flying. You got lots of videos. You got course vlogs going
no,
up.
I'm fine. I'm actually. I I was editing a video just before you rang.
Fantastic.
Very exciting video.
Okay,
Very
excellent.
exciting.
Excellent. So what's your buzzer? Your channel is called Steve Buzzer Golf, I think, isn't it?
It's Buzzer Golf.
Buzzer Golf.
Buzzer Golf. I like to leave it open, let the dad and the mum have the option to start putting videos up, so I just call it Buzzer Golf. Makes sense, doesn't it?
What would they be putting their videos up of, I wonder? Like how to parent a buzzer.
How to parent a buzzer.
How to produce lovely buzzers who are lovely boys who make lovely coaches.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that's the most.
So subscribe for that type of video. If that's the type of video you want, people, subscribe and enjoy.
Indeed. Right. In fact, it's been a lovely chat, Steve, but it's that time.
It's that time.
It is that time. So what's going to happen, I'm going to pick 2 winners, and I've got a list of entrants in front of me, and I'm literally just going to start scrolling, and I want you to say stop when I say I've started scrolling, and we will have our first winner. So are you ready? I'm going to start scrolling. This is the Game Golf Live giveaway.
Surely I should beep rather than say stop. Surely that would be more fair.
You should what?
Beep.
Beep? Yeah, you can. And BB will probably chat back. Right, I'm scrolling, so you beep when you want me to stop. Did you beep?
I did beep.
There we go.
Have we got our first winner?
We have our first winner. His name is Stephen Allwine. Allwine.
I was so close.
Yeah. First winner, Stephen Buzzer.
The biggest fix of all time.
Come to Vegas. Just pictures of us on nights out every night in Vegas, just partying. Great comp, Steve. So Stephen Allwine has won. His handle is at Paladin114. Paladin 114. Stephen, congrats, you have won. Right, we need to pick our next winner now, Stephen. So what's going to be the second noise?
I was just gonna beep. I thought beeping would be.
You're gonna stick with the beep, are you? You're sticking with the beep. Okay.
Sticking with the beep. I might do it in a different tone.
Okay, all right. I am scrolling. Scrolling. Right, we've got a second winner. Right, our second winner is Brandon. Oh God, how am I saying it? Horvath. Horvath. Brandon Horvath. I hope I'm saying that right. At UT Turf Path. So we have 2 winners, Stephen and Brandon. Fantastic. Game Golf winners. How exciting. Thank you, Stephen.
That's okay.
But
the pleasure was all mine.
I can only imagine. Brandon, Middle Miss, is that you on there? Come on, boom, Richard Clinote. Chat room will also me, please. Congratulations, Brandon, from Alan Moore. Well done, Alan. And Huggy963 says, I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts. That's how the chat room rolls, Steve, on these live shows.
No, you don't need Game Golf if you've got a lovely bunch of coconuts.
Absolutely. There we go. So we have our 2 winners. BB8, you impressed with all that? Absolutely. Do you reckon they're going to enjoy meeting me? Do you? And what about Coach? Do you reckon they'll enjoy meeting Coach? No. Okay. It wasn't me. The trouble with BB, Steve, is he's just too honest. All I do is ask the questions. I always get shot down, so I'm now just, all awkward questions are going to be asked via BB8. All I do is ask the questions, mate. You can't shoot the messenger, can you?
This could be at the beginning of something very bad. This could be the beginning of you going on to actually joining the dark side. I fear this is a horrible idea.
There we go. So the end of this month, I'm going to meet Brandon and Steve in Vegas. We are going to film the lessons. We're going to show you, we're going to dial. So what happens, Stephen, if you don't already know, we did it in the UK last year. We're going to film the live lesson with them in Vegas. So I'll tell you, and we'll look at their stats together. We'll pick a plan on what stats we're going to try and fix and why, film it all, and then about a month later or 3 weeks later, subject to how often they've got a chance to play, we will I'll literally dial back into them, I'll phone them up, and we'll create another video showing you if I have moved their stats or not. So it's a
You'll dial back into them. That sounds very dodgy.
yeah.
They might not want that.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's a test of me as much as if it's a test of game, and as much as it's a test of them. And that's why I love this comp. It's like everyone's just laid bare. The stats can't lie. I have to improve them. If I don't, the stats will show that I've not improved them. And if I do improve them, and what you love with your lessons, and I do the same, we capture stats, launch monitor stats, as well as I use Game Golf stats to quantify why I'm getting someone to change. That's what it's about, isn't it? You've got to quantify why they're changing. So many people forget that, I think, don't you think?
Oh, no, 100%. Like from my coaching standpoint, I'm happy to give a lesson and then speak to another pro and say, Steve said this, and then if that pro came to me, I'd show them why I did that.
Yeah.
And then if they disagree, I can say, well, this is my reason. So why do you disagree? And you can have a proper debate on it, rather than just saying I changed this because I had 20 minutes to spare.
Yeah. Absolutely. Well, on that bombshell, Stephen, I will leave you to your editing.
Thank you.
Thank you for being a special guest. As always, a pleasure. We'll have to get out, when we're back from Vegas, we'll have to get out on the course again. I do enjoy our times on the course. They're always good fun. So we will try and get that together. Keep the channel going. Twitter, what's your Twitter handle, Steve? Give yourself a shout out. What's your Twitter handle?
Steve Buzzer Golf.
Steve Buzzer Golf.
Home of the Buzzman. I talk about myself a bit, so if you're interested in me, that is the place to go.
If you're interested in Steve and interested in Steve talking about Steve, that is the place to be. Now, it's a good channel though, Steve. Keep posting. Thank you for your time, as always, and I will speak to you soon.
That's okay.
Say goodbye to BB.
Goodbye, BB. Goodbye, world.
Bye-bye, Steve. Bye-bye, Steve. All right, see you soon, Stephen. Thank you. Bye. There we go. Special guest Steve Buzzer. They don't get more special than Steve, do they? Coach is very special too, but hey, he's a good old boy, the Buzzman. Bye, Buzzman. All of them. Lucas Porter. Bye, Buzzman. Callum. The Golf Channel. BB, my question. Where's the Legman Locket? The Legman Locket's out tonight, I think. I think he's out weaving his magic in his local area. There we go. 2 winners. Steve and Brandon won. Game Golf. Stats me up. I cannot wait. You will see the results of this competition. You will see the results of this lesson. It's going to be filmed. And like the ones in the UK were, I will post a link on Twitter. If you follow me on Twitter, I will post a link to the video or 2 videos that I did from the UK version of this competition. Thank you, BB, as always. A pleasure. Did you have fun? Yes, you had a lot of fun. Thank you for everyone who is watching, commenting, thumbs upping, Snapchat, Ask Golf Guru, look me up. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button on the way out. Thank you as always. I love an AGG Live, and look forward to speaking to you all very soon. Speak to you soon. Goodbye.